So this one is weirdly actually also kind of polarizing. So I'll jump into what the Slate truck is and then what's polarizing about it. Okay. So the Slate truck, the idea of it is it's this ultra modular electric mini pickup truck type of thing, where it comes as an ultra stripped down, super basic, like no power windows, no speakers, just basic truck cabin. And then you can add on the modules that you want to build it up to exactly how well equipped you want it to be. So the starting price of the blank Slate, pun intended, is just south of $25,000 US. That'll get you rear wheel drive, 65 kilowatt hour battery, 180-ish horsepower, and so it'll do 0 to 60 in like 8 seconds or something, and then it'll get up to 90 miles an hour. I think it'll haul about 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. It'll tow 2,000 pounds, and it has a 5-foot bed, 5 foot long anyway, but it's narrower because it's a small truck.
Who can sleep in a 5-foot bed? Damn.
Well, it's definitely not a bed.
David, you once slept in a coffin.
Yeah,
true. No, it's a
Way
small.
Longer.
It's a 5-foot long truck bed. It's a 2-seater at the front, and it has a lockable front trunk. It's slate gray, no paint. You can wrap it with vinyl instead if you want to change the color. Ugh. Steel wheels, 17-inch wheels, fixed suspension. I got to drive it. It was fairly firm, but overall like pretty compliant. We did some rougher roads, and it was going over bigger bumps, and it was fine. So yeah, it was this like zippy little truck that is extremely minimally equipped, and then tons and tons and tons of optional accessories that I haven't seen the price of all of them yet, but I've started to see prices of some of these accessories coming out. So it's this really basic blank slate. One of the craziest things is you can actually attach this like roll cage to the back and add seats to the back to create a 5-seater SUV.
Like a Bronco.
And you
like
can do it
Bronco.
like after you buy it, DIY. That's like you can buy it as a pickup truck and then DIY bolt this thing in.
I don't love the term DIY. How often it's thrown in there for like my kids in the back seat.
Yeah, it is definitely.
It's there and ready.
It's a concept. It's an interesting concept.
I was thinking about Slate Truck this morning, and I'm sure someone's made this analogy already, but it kind of makes me think of the Spirit Airlines of EVs because
basic economy.
Yeah, you're just like,
R.I.P.
Whoa, this ticket is so cheap. I'm basically losing money if I don't take it. It's like I want to bring my backpack, upcharge.
Yeah.
I want to have a drink, upcharge. I want a radio in my truck, upcharge. It's just like
I want power
really
windows.
seems so cheap off the riff.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, here's all the things I basically need to be comfortable on this flight.
Yeah.
And it pops on. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes that is the best way to go.
Yeah, when you don't need the upcharge stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what's been polarizing about this vehicle. I'll just jump right into it. There's been a lot of commentary about it online. We published the autofocus video with all this stuff in it. People are saying both this is too expensive and this is too cheap.
Too cheap.
Like cheaper than expected and more expensive than expected. Both sides are coming out.
Well, it doesn't have RAM in it, so it can't be that expensive.
So the side that's saying it's $25,000, it's too expensive, it should have been $20,000, are mostly people looking at roughly equivalently priced gas trucks. Like if you go find the cheapest Ford Maverick, for example, starting somewhere under $30,000, it has a ton of these features included, like the lining of the truck bed and the power windows and the speakers and the screen and the radio, all this stuff that's included. And that is fair. You get, okay. To be clear, the Slate truck,
bolt-on airbags.
The blank Slate is 5-star safety rated estimated. They're planning on actually finishing the testing, but they're saying it's going to be. Well, that's how this works before you get to production.
And this is a 5-star podcast.
So it is supposed to be a 5-star rated safety truck, and it has all of the things required by law. Like you actually have to have a backup camera required by law for new vehicles in the US.
Oh, wow.
So it does have on that tiny little screen a reverse camera.
That's cool.
So obviously like things like airbags and the center console, all that stuff. Obviously.
Having this is like the base, like we talk about cars base, this is like literally the base of it, which is funny. But in their little video they posted, I think it was this morning, it's showing everything that comes with it normal, and it's really funny watching them have to really pull for like what's on here, like locking frunk. You said that before. It's like
It's good that
I hope it locks.
Hope it locks.
There's one thing here, cup holders, as like a feature in this.
Think about the locking frunk.
Airbag.
Half of the EVs that come out today don't have a frunk at all.
That's
It's not nothing.
But it's mostly
no, I'm not saying it's not nothing. It's just funny that it locks. Also, cup holders is on here twice.
Yeah.
Wait, you're right.
2 USB-C ports.
Yep. Charger
6,
phone.
yeah. What's the latch system?
The latch system is basically the rail system that lets you add things to the
I thought
bed.
it just meant it had a latch on the back thing.
Oh, no.
Plywood-sized bed.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is generally a piece of plywood's 4x8. And the thing is it would have to be open, which is fine. That happens for some people. Or stacked up. The confusing thing is the wheelbase between the bed is like 42 inches and a general piece of plywood's 48 inches wide. So it would they made the top of the wheel well flat so it could sit on that, but then it's like teetering. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It kind of holds plywood.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's got the basic stuff, and a lot of people are saying, well, I can get a Maverick and it'll have all that stuff plus all of the basics like speakers, etc. for $29,000.
And a back row of seats.
And they are correct about that.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there are people saying, wow, $25,000, that makes this the cheapest new truck in the US, and it's the electric one. That's kind of crazy. All the most expensive vehicles are electric because the battery is the most expensive part. You'd expect the cheapest truck in the US to be a gas truck, but they've stripped out all this extra stuff, and then you can add back exactly what you need to make it functional to you. So yes, if you're thinking I would get the Maverick because I need speakers, power windows, truck bed lining, all this other stuff, then you might actually be cross shopping those things. But a lot of people, you imagine like someone's first EV for their kid, like a fleet truck where they're just bringing around lawnmowers or random equipment and don't really need all the luxury electric like features you see in a lot of bells and whistles. They might not need to buy power windows and all this other stuff. So it is more economically viable to get the cheaper thing. So I see both sides of it. I'm very interested. I think it's going to be fascinating to see the prices for the modules and the vinyl and the customizations and how much it costs to build the Slate truck that you want.
This screams to me like fleet of local pool cleaners or local pest control people, like things where like it probably would be beneficial to put a bunch of chemicals in a bed outside, potentially long things that have to hang out the back of the truck.
Hoses.
Yeah, but like as long as you have AC, they probably have like headphones or something. Like get a bunch of those and like throw it in there and then get a little wrap on it that says pool guys.
Exactly. Get the vinyl wrap. Yeah. They're not, most of the time is not being spent in the truck. The truck is just going from location to location.
And every single morning you park it at the shop and plug it in and it starts every morning with a full tank of gas, quote unquote.
The 65 kilowatt hour battery getting 205 miles is actually almost 40 more miles than they originally were promising. They're going to be somewhere like 160 miles of range or something. So 200 plus.
But now they're not offering the 240.
Right.
Option.
So they're all now down to one drivetrain option.
Yeah.
There's talks of like maybe an all-wheel drive version of the future. They wouldn't tell me that that's real. That. So it's just this one, just rear-wheel drive, 200 miles of range. And it's actually pretty zippy. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
I mean, you don't think about like 0 to 60 in 8 seconds as a, quote, fast vehicle, but it's electric. It's all the torque all the time. And so you kind of zip around like a golf cart. It's fine.
205 miles seems kind of low.
It is. It's also the cheapest truck in America. Yeah. So it is like, okay, how much are you going to drive if you're doing the fleet thing? Are you driving around a neighborhood? Do you put 200 miles on it in a day? Probably not.
This makes sense for like my dad, who's like he's like a carpenter, and because he only really does work like
locally.
Yeah. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
You're not road tripping with this.
No.
And like 200 miles in a day is a pretty solid amount.
Yeah.
I think most Europeans would be like, you guys are insane if you think you're driving 200.
You drove across the country?
Most Europeans are like, what the hell is a mile?
What's a truck?
300 kilometers. So.
Lots of questions for these people.
I'm interested in so like everyone's like, they did $250,000 or $25,000.
Yeah.
There's even and they're like responding to it. There's a comment on YouTube that said, massive respect for the team for the base price. They said, we said it, we meant it. Mm-hmm. It's something I'm intrigued to see where it goes because they haven't fully built the factory out to produce these yet, right?
Yeah.
So we're a while away from seeing them.
Correct.
This is what I was getting.
Prices are fluctuating all the time.
The Rivian has changed. Like before that came out, the price changed like 3 times.
It changed, and they tried to make everyone with reservations pay the new price, and they got a ton of backlash and had to do that. So like, this has the interesting thought though of, can they keep the base 25 even if prices change, but then change the prices to all of the accessories in there and make up some margins on that? Because I'm still super intrigued. How many people are going to buy this at 25 base, and how many people are going to buy this at 30 to 40 with
or more
things they basically consider necessities.
To be fair, like building out a car that has all the necessities, but it gets to be spec'd exactly how you want it.
It's awesome.
And it gets to look exactly how you want it. Like it's the Lego of trucks. I think that's kind of
Project
cool.
Aura.
Yeah, Project Aura.
I do feel like a lot of people like David's dad are going to just order this base thing. Like I know people that have small businesses and stuff. They're like, I don't care about if it has power windows or freaking.
My dad's truck still has can crank.
Yeah,
windows.
like
I
they just drive around and they build.
Yeah.
This is the cheapest truck in America right
Even
now.
more so, they don't have to care. They don't have to care for their employees who are all driving it. Also, it's like
That's true.
not my problem.
I don't need AC.
Play the radio off your phone.
But it does come with AC.
It does.
It does have AC,
which is
good.
good.
I do think it's a really good point that they don't have a finished factory. These are not actively being manufactured yet, so this is all technically TBD, which always makes me nervous with EVs.
Every time.
But they're saying they're going to ship it this year, so in a couple months, in Q4, they want
It's
to ship
June.
this.
Yeah, they don't have a factory.
Well, they have a
That's
factory
shipping
that's
this year.
almost. They have a factory that has built the trucks that I've seen and driven, but these are like finishing prototyping, like almost done.
Yeah.
And when they start to roll them off in Q4, that'll be like final.
We'll see.
So they're tooling, they're finishing building the factory, and they have the space. They just need to get over that hump and actually ship the thing. So that's the TBD. That's the big asterisk. There's a tweet here from Speed Sport Life, someone who's in the maker of the Slate truck, who has seen basically some of the prices of the modules. So the wraps, for example, they start at $500 for a full vinyl wrap of certain like base colors. They'll go up to more expensive, like $1,500, $1,600 for a wrap.
Diamond.
But that is just materials. You do the installation yourself.
That's why we were trying to figure out why it felt cheap.
So then I go to the next page. There are the integrated speakers. So you can get the front left and front right for $150, and you can get the center channel for $250 more.
So there are no speakers by
I wish
There are no speakers by default. So you know, $200. I mean, that's a big expensive Bluetooth speaker. I guess that's about in line.
Does the wrap come with like a D brand kind of thing that you put over the car and just instantly rip it
Squeegee
off?
it?
Yeah, squeegee it out.
It is obviously it'll be pre-cut. I imagine the hard part is actually installing it, like just getting it off the paper and like sticking it on the truck is. I mean, you can give it to a professional or you can do it yourself. Depends on how good of a job you want it to be.
Yeah.
It's a big task.
If you have
for
to bring it to a
DIY.
professional already, I would just bring it to a professional and get the wrap there and not deal with.
Well, they're going to charge you for the materials that they buy and the labor.
Yeah, but
So if
now
you provide the materials, that's way less that you're paying.
I don't know the breakdown of what's materials versus labor, but I assumed a wrap place, most of that was labor.
Probably most of it is labor,
the
but you
bulk
still
3M
do.
they're
They
buying.
go out and acquire
There's still
and
a
source
middleman
materials
for the
you,
materials.
and so they have to upcharge you for that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's at least cheaper to. But I imagine a lot of people will try to do it themselves here.
And yeah.
There's also a page here for the truck lining. You can get a more durable, versatile truck lining, $750 if you plan on.
What is a lining?
It
Like
says
bed liner, it
Yeah,
just
bed
makes it,
liner.
like, more
One Bed
resistant.
Boss structural bed floor with integrated tie downs, installs without drilling, 5 feet by 5 feet. Yeah,
How much
That's
does
what
it
I want my tie downs to be
$700.
installed without drilling.
I think the bed liner is installed without drilling, and then you tie things down to the bed liner.
That's installed without drilling.
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds scary.
I know I'm just missing something, but that
Latches.
sounds
There are latches.
Can I ask
So, yeah.
a question about this truck that I'm confused about? And I would.
Go to Europe for 2 weeks, and now we hate trucks.
Oh,
Look, Ellis has always hated trucks.
I also
okay?
want to say when I was in Wales, one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. Shocking amount of trucks. I had always heard that it was very hard to get, and none of them had like F-150 sized beds, but they had crew cabs and were sizable vehicles. And I was like, I was always told that these were not here, and there they were. Thank you, Wales. How do you wire this truck in a factory? That's what I'm really confused about. Like, for example, so there's like I understand the idea of power windows optional, right? Because those are motors that you have to put in and install. That's great. But is the wiring already going through the whole system? Or it's the same thing with the speakers. It's like,
Yeah.
I understand in theory that you could put in and take out speakers, but is there an amp? Are they active speakers? The amp is in the speakers and then you just run power to them. How does the audio signal get? Is it wireless? And it's like,
Yeah.
part of it makes me wonder, like, if there are things in this car that are actually cheaper for them to put in because they have to already run the wiring all through the vehicle in the factory? Or there's obviously something I'm missing here.
I was told that there are pins and there is wiring, pre-existing wiring for power and data in certain places. So, for example, one of the speakers is it's a small like JBL Bluetooth speaker.
Right, I saw that.
And all it needs is power. So it's already wired for power to the pins, and if you get that accessory, you pop it onto that pin, and then everything else for the speaker is in that speaker that you bought.
Interesting.
I think some other accessories are requiring pins that are, again, in certain locations that have data and power running to them already.
Interesting.
There is no screen option. There's just like the screen behind the steering wheel, which is your speed, your range, and your odometer and basic stuff, your reverse camera. And so they don't like have wiring for display or anything else of that sort.
Yeah.
You just get a mount for either a phone or an iPad.
Pricing this thing from the business's perspective must have been such an interesting challenge because you don't want to make the blank slate too expensive, but at the same time, it does feel like at a certain point you may have to charge people for things that they won't use, i.e. the wiring running through the frame. And I don't know how expensive it is to run wiring through a car frame. That could be like a non-factor.
I think in mass, the goal, I mean, they've preached about how many pre-orders they have and how much volume they want to do. I think the goal is likely just that the bigger your scale, the lower the cost of that incremental wiring.
Yeah.
And so you can still sell something cheaper if they don't use those
Having
wires.
one SKU and making a zillion of them is always cheaper. Well, not always, but generally cheaper than having multiple SKUs and making less of each of them.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to the industrial engineers at Slate because these are tricky, interesting, thinky problems that would make my brain hurt.
And the final product,
it's so good to have you back.
the final product, I think is pretty cool. Do you guys think the aesthetics are?
I love
I like it.
I think they're kind of nice.
Yeah.
There are definitely people who think it's ugly as well.
I like
seen
the
them post
Bronco
it,
looking one.
but I think it looks kind of.
I think some
Bronco-ish.
of the top off back seats, like old Bronco roll cage kind of thing is sick. I think this is also cool because like there are lots of people who don't want a truck as their daily driver, but want something with a bed. Like my brother-in-law has like a 1992 F-150 that like only half the gas tank fills up. And that's because like once every month he needs to like pick some crap up and like move it around. And like it just rots pretty much. So like having something that's really cheap as a base and who cares, like that might be the thing I go pick up that crap on Facebook Marketplace with, or get the dryer from Home Depot and bring it home. Like
it's
so
obviously
a secondary car.
bigger than like a Japanese K truck, however you
those
pronounce
tiny
it.
ones,
But at least it's smaller than like a Rivian. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's funny is the length of the bed is the same as the Rivian. So it's like a 5 foot long
the
bed,
front
but it
is
is
shorter.
it
width
is narrower.
it's narrower.
Because the truck is narrower.
You know what's funny about this? When they launched it, or not launched because it hasn't launched yet. When they announced it, I was super excited for it. And then the more time that went by, I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're going to be able to hit the price. I don't know. We still don't know. But now that it's like a thing, you went and you saw the car, I feel like they might do it.
They
I feel
had
like
that
it's
price
possible.
up there in like
Yeah,
shiny
like they were
numbers.
excited.
They put lights on that price. They were like, it is definitely 25
We've
grand.
seen that before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like trying
let it
not to be
deceive you.
biased. I think it's really sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna go spend $25,000 on a secondary car. I ain't that kind of guy.
You already
But
got an R2 on order, right?
like, I think this is really cool.
40,000.
I'm going to be extremely skeptical of this because how many trucks have we seen that are coming out end of this year for the last 5 years?
Yeah, I feel like
So-
there's like stages of how close to release are you, and we've seen lots and lots and lots of cool ideas. Everyone from Faraday Future to the Tello truck to the Aptera to this have all gotten to the stage of showing it to us, and even letting us drive it.
Yeah.
And that's it. They never actually ship one and sell one. So my fingers are crossed. I like the idea. I'm rooting for it, just like I'm rooting for a lot of the others. But it is true that we've seen many get this far and not make it.
Having been through the 13 years of drama with my Streetlight Manifesto album getting delayed,
I didn't bring it up this time.
these things are not out
Self-inflicted.
until they're out. So we'll see.
Vaporware until shipped.
Exactly.
But didn't it come halfway out?
Came halfway out yesterday.
Halfway out.
I thought it was only 2 songs.
It's 2 more songs. They released 3 demos a year ago. They mixed the demos finally, and then they released 2 more songs. So now there are 5 songs out, but it's half of the album. And then it's half.
So it's not out unless it's out.
It's not out until the
Fuji
whole
X half.
album.
So that's more out than like the Roadster. It's like
That's
Yeah, for
true.
sure.
it's more out than not
For
out.
sure. Yes.
But it's
100%.
not full.
And they're bangers, to be clear. Only.
which gives you hope that the rest will be good.
The rest is going to be a grace from God.
Okay.
I guarantee you.
Wow.
It's like playing. I don't know if there's a good analogy. Like
It's like if the
GTA
Roadster seat came out.
and you could buy it.
Yeah.
and
More than
sit
the
in it.
seat.
Yeah.
More than the seat. I would say
Didn't you say there's a
All four wheels.
the car
are out.
needs to work in order to drive it, whereas half of a Straight Line Manifesto album is still part of
Okay,
a
it would be
Straight Line
like if the Roadster came out
With no
but
battery.
it only had like a fraction of the battery
Yes.
and one of the motors worked.
Isn't
yes.
that how?
Okay.
That's a good analogy.
And it could only turn right.
Yes.
So
That's how I feel right now. It's still great. I'm still happy.
Yeah.
But it's not out until it's fully out because it's
Explaining
been,
albums in tech terms.
it's
in car terms.
it's been delayed for 13 years, Marques.
Isn't there a conspiracy
I
that
was
it's
a wee child.
going to be on the GTA 6 radio, so it can't
Yeah.
come out till GTA 6
Exactly.
comes
It
out?
won't be out to
That's
November.
funny. So here's the thing. You just watched a clip, and I have no idea what I'm about to say, so this is totally off the dome.
Damn. Thinking about
We really
GTA.
hope that you subscribe to the Clips channel, but also in doing that, you demonstrate to the algorithm that you're interested in more of Waveform, upon which it will recognize that it should start sending you full episodes, and then you watch those too.
GTA 6, GTA 6.
If you think Steam Machine is too expensive, press subscribe.
GTA 6
Damn,
algorithm.
that was smart.
We just cooked.